So we just going to start with the statement of Thales theorem. That is, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides, that is, first we need a triangle. Let me mark the triangle as A, B, C. A line is drawn parallel to one side. So here the one side I am going to consider is BC. So to BC, a line is going to be drawn which is parallel to BC and it intersects the other two sides in distinct points. That is, a line is drawn, it intersects the other two sides at distinct points D and E and it is parallel to BC. The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That is, D divides the line AB with on a ratio. To that equal to that ratio, E also divides the line AC. So what we need to prove is same ratio, that is AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. So to prove this, we are going to join certain points and draw altitude to a particular triangle. So here I am going to join the point D and C and B and E. Okay. And to the triangle ADE, I am going to draw two altitudes. Altitudes are nothing but from a vertex of the triangle to the opposite side. A 90-degree line is drawn. A line is drawn at 90 degree to the opposite side. So like this, from D to the opposite side AE in triangle ADE, an altitude is drawn. So I say this altitude because it will be at 90 degree. Similarly, from E to AD, another altitude is drawn. It is also at 90 degree. Let me mark this point as M and N. So we just continue with the proof. To prove this, we need to prove this. So considering the same figure, we mark the points A, B, C, D, E, M, N, and they are at 90 degrees. What we need to prove is prove that AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. Okay. To prove this, we are going to consider three triangles. So the triangles are triangle ADE, comma triangle BDE, comma triangle CDE. So now area of triangle ADE. From the figure, consider this triangle ADE. Area of triangle ADE is half into base. If we consider AD as the base, ME will be the height. If AD is the base, ME will be the height. So area of triangle will be half into base AD into height ME. So let it be. Similarly, area of triangle, here I am going to consider the triangle BDE. So if I consider triangle BDE, the height will be nothing but ME. It is the, here BD is, AB is the extended base of BD. It is just extended. So from E, the shortest way to reach AB, that is BD, is ME only. So ME here again is the height of the triangle BDE as well. So area of triangle BDE will be half into base BD into height ME. Okay. So if I divide these two, that is, let me mark this as 1 and this as 2. When I divide 1 and 2, what am I going to get? Half and half will get cancelled. ME and ME will get cancelled. AD by BD. We got the RHS of the proof. That is area of triangle ADE by area of triangle BDE is equal to AD by BD, because these get cancelled. Half get cancelled, ME gets cancelled. So we got the LHS. Let me mark this as 3. Again, continuing the proof, consider the same triangle. Mark the respective points A, B, C, D, E, M, N. Here they are altitude, so they will be at 90 degree. Now I am going to consider again area of triangle ADE. This time I am going to consider this altitude DN. So if I consider the altitude DN, the base will be AE. AE will be the base, DN will be the altitude. So height, so I get area of triangle as half into base is AE into height DN. Okay. And the other triangle, the third triangle which I mentioned as CDE. So if I consider the area of triangle CDE, here again DN will be the height of this triangle CDE. So I get half into base is CE into height DN. So if I mark this as 4 and mark this as 5, and when I divide 4 and 5, I get area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE is equal to, what are all the things, common things get cancelled? 1 by 2, 1 by 2 will get cancelled, and DN will get cancelled. I will get AE by C. So let me mark this as equation number 6. So we got the RHS of what we need to prove. What we need to prove? We need to prove that AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. We got the LHS, we got the RHS. So now we just need to prove that equation number 3 and equation number 6 are equal. So considering the same triangle and marking the respective points A, B, C, D, E, M and N, and what we need to prove is prove that AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. So to prove this, from equation 3 we got area of triangle ADE by area of triangle BDE is equal to AD by BD, and equation 6 we got area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE is equal to AE by C. So we need to prove RHS of equation 3 and 6 are equal. To prove the RHS are equal, we just need to prove the LHS are equal. Here, numerator are same. Both side LHS of equation 3 and 6 numerator are same. So we just need to prove the denominator are equal. Actually, they are equal. Area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CDE. How? Because these two triangles are a triangle with the same base BDE and CDE are a triangle with the same base DE. They are sharing the same base DE and they lie between the parallel lines DE and BC. So they will be equal in area. So which makes equation 3 LHS of equation 3 is equal to LHS of equation 6. So if both sides LHS are equal means their respective RHS will also be equal. So which makes AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. Therefore, the line DE which is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle and intersecting the other two sides at distinct points divides the other two sides in the same ratio. E divides AB, D divides AB in the same ratio as E divides AC. So hence prove. This is Thales theorem. I hope you guys understand the video. Like, share and subscribe Easy Math.